All right, the biggest boxing collapse in years, or it feels like that anyway. The Undisputed Heavyweight title fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk is off. Isn't going to happen April 29th, and it feels like it isn't going to happen ever. And that's a big, big problem. To discuss it with me, the main man, G-Man, is here from Ireland. Please make sure you subscribe to his channel. Link is in the description. All right, where do we start? Okay, who do we blame? Who do we blame? Who's responsible for this?
I'll give you 3 guesses. Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
It's one guess, isn't it?
One guess.
One guess. I've said this on my video today. I said you always have to blame the A side in this. When it's a big A side, and Tyson Fury thinks he's the big A side, then if the fight doesn't happen, it's normally down to the A side because the B side will bend over backwards. The B side want the opportunity, they want the money, they want everything that comes with it. The A side is like, let's move the goalpost every single week. And the Usyk's team obviously got disappointed and upset about all these goalposts moving.
It's been crazy. Tyson Fury, after everything, the Saudi deal, Usyk happy, Fury doesn't take it. He makes that video where he's offering Usyk 70-30 with such a big smile on his face, almost as much to say, you're not going to take this. Yeah. Now I'm going to have plausible deniability. I'm going to be able to say, well, see, you call me greedy, but he's the one pushing for more money. Usyk takes it, and then all of a sudden we see the goalpost getting moved. And I think at that point, even his fans started saying, nah. Yeah, enough's enough. It's clearly you.
Tyson Fury did that video he released a couple of days ago, and normally everyone loves those videos. So I'm a fan of those videos because finally we've got someone that talks. And with other fighters we don't get to see them as much. With Fury we do, and it's the first time. And I said this on my video. It's the first time that he released a video, and I looked at the comments. Everyone was like, "Oh, just go away." Like everyone just had enough. Like, "Oh, just shut up.
It's done."
Yeah, like stop your nonsense. We're tired of it now. Because we actually believe Team Usyk. We believe what they're saying. We believe Usyk because you've moved the goalpost and Usyk's made a video saying, okay, we'll take that one. You done it again. Usyk was like, okay, you know what, big belly, we'll take that one.
We'll take that one.
So we know, we've seen Usyk fight AJ twice, so we understand that he's dealt with a situation where he has taken less. Yeah. He just wants to fight.
The saying is, a tree is known by its roots. Look at Oleksandr Usyk. Has he got a track history of this? He's fighting guys in their backyard.
You know what? Well said. Has he got a track and back history of doing this? No, he doesn't, because he will go anywhere and fight anyone. Why? Because we've seen it.
We've seen it several times.
We've seen it. We've seen him do it. He goes into the backyard, as always, the B side. I mean, this guy took B side money against Chisora.
Exactly.
He'll go into, and he does it. So
if I was the A side, I'd be saying, I'll fight you in your home country. Don't come here because you just beat me.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how it seems with Usyk. And Fury, let's go back to 2012 actually, David Price gave up the British title, not to fight him.
Yeah,
so he has a history.
People forget
I know
that.
it's easy to say, well, David Price,
but
at the time,
and the Vladimir Klitschko rematch,
Dylan White in 2019 put the Iron Belt on the line. Okay, we will. I'll fight Tom Schwartz instead.
Yeah. Look, Deontay Wilder, I mean, had to pretty much go to court and get that sorted for the third fight. And we didn't want to see it, but Deontay Wilder said, "I'm going to court to get that third fight." The interesting thing
about that was, if you look at the dates, May the 17th, Fury made a video on Twitter, he released it, and he said, "I've just got off the phone with the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Joshua versus Fury, August 14th is a done deal." The next day, May the 18th, that court ruled in Deontay Wilder's favour. That's crazy.
That is crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Right, it's crazy. Look, fans lose out. We can go back and forth, and I'm sure some of you will go back and forth and say, "Oh, come on, Ade, this is Fury's fault or Usyk's fault." Ultimately, we as boxing fans lose out on what was going to be an incredible fight. I think that's the main thing here, isn't it? We were getting 2 fighters unbeaten.
Yep.
Some adamant Fury wins, some adamant Usyk's too skillful, and we don't see it. And now they go that way and fight guys who they can beat, and then
we were getting number 1 and number 2 in the division. Different styles that I think would have blended together very nicely on fight night. And now there's not just a chance that we're not going to see it in the next couple of weeks or months. We might not see it at all.
Ever. Yeah, Usyk's 35, I believe.
36, I think.
36, Fury 33, 34.
I think he's going on 35 this
year.
There
you go.
So they're not getting any younger.
Yeah. Right now, you could... Look, Fury's not at his peak. I think the peak Fury was Klitschko.
Oh, yeah.
And Wilder too, maybe. He's not that guy anymore. I can tell. His legs don't move. He stands. So we're not getting him at his peak, but we're still getting a very good Fury. And some might argue even Usyk, as good as... He's not... You can't beat your peak at 35 unless you're Floyd Mayweather. It just doesn't happen, does it?
Doesn't happen.
So we're not getting him at that peak. So right now, for me, it's it's dead. It's not happening, and it's again, it's a big shame. It's a big shame.
It's a terrible shame, and I think that the reaction from this, from the fallout, it shows how many people really wanted to see this fight because people for the last week have been non-stop Fury Usyk. I didn't think that the fallout would be as big as it is. People wanted this fight.
Yeah.
They really, truly wanted it. And the fact that we're going to have to see probably both guys go off and fight other people. And, I mean, God knows how they're going to look in those fights. And if anything, you might even say, if, say, Usyk goes and fights Hrgovic and doesn't look good, that might actually be the best way to get this fight.
Maybe it will. And I think the other reason people wanted it so bad as well, especially from a UK standpoint, because we've grown up with all the biggest fights been in America.
Always.
We've always waited up till 5 a.m. And of recent, all the big fights are going to Saudi or the Middle East, right? I mean, Dimitri Bivol was fighting out there recently. AJ Usyk was out there recently. AJ Ruiz too was out there. All the big fights. So finally we got one, a big one. Wembley Stadium, yes. On our own patch.
Yes.
We can watch it. Perfect. 10 o'clock. Ain't happening. 90,000. You know what I mean? AJ, are we going to see Fury almost defend the British honour and beat the guy that beat AJ? Ain't happening.
No.
For all the words that Tyson Fury has called Usyk in the last year, you're blown up middleweight, you're this, you're that. For him to kind of continually move the goalpost against him. And look, I think the final straw was when I think Usyk wanted, and look, who knows if this is true, but Usyk wanted a 70-30 split in the rematch in his favour. And I'm like, Fury, if you're so confident of beating him, then that split doesn't even matter because you're going to beat. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, yeah.
Which shows me there's a lack of confidence there.
Oh,
it's irrelevant,
100%.
yeah.
And I'm not thinking that it's a case of he's afraid of the punishment Usyk's going to inflict.
No.
I think that he sees a very tough style. A tough style that's going to cause him problems that he knows, I'm going to beat my best to beat this guy, and even then, I might not beat him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd rather just take the money and fight Ngannou or Wilder.
I'm telling you now, and look, again, this is no disrespect to Tyson Fury, because I do think he's the number one heavyweight on the planet, and I will say that, hands up, I think he's the best heavyweight on the planet. But the fact is, stylistically, he's fought Wilder, Otto Volin, Tom Schwartz, Dillian Whyte, Chisora. They can't lace a boot when it comes to boxing ability to Oleksandr Usyk. Not one boot. They can't. They've nowhere near got the skill of this man.
The interesting part is, who's the most similar to Usyk stylistically out of all them?
Otto
Volin.
Yeah.
And he gave Fury fits. Now,
Yes.
Otto Volin, in the nicest way, isn't a pound shop Usyk.
No.
He's a pence shop Usyk.
Yeah.
That's seriously what he is.
No, you're right. Yeah. He's a cent.
He is a cent.
less
There
than a
you go.
penny. Yeah.
That's it. So if he's tagging Fury up, cutting him, and he's much heavier as well, so he's not as fast, Usyk's going to find him.
Man,
no
I'm
problem.
telling you, I've watched that guy up close twice now. I remember the first fight with AJ, I was a bit far away, so I wasn't able to see it close. So I'm watching it thinking, geez, this guy. The second fight, I was ringside. I was as close to the way you are to me to the ring. And I was watching Usyk thinking, fuck me, this is a nightmare. Honestly, I was thinking, how is AJ, like, how do you deal with this? Like, the punches seem to come from, it's like a cartoon, they come from anywhere.
That's fatiguing mentally as
Yes.
much as anything. Because
Yes,
you're like,
yeah.
where the hell is this guy coming
Yeah,
from?
why is he da-da-da-da? Why is he da-da-da? And you could argue, although Fury has better movement than AJ, and he does, his feet, and you could argue he's not the same athlete.
No.
Yeah, but AJ was blowing out of his backside.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it. And I'm thinking, don't know if Fury would want this. Don't know if you'd want this. I don't know. Again, look, I favour Fury to beat Usyk.
As do I.
It's weird having this debate. But it's a problem. It's not easy work.
No.
It's not easy work. And this is a Fury who has taken a lot of damage. I mean, look, didn't take anything from Chisora and Dillian Whyte. But the Wilder fights took damage.
When I saw Fury get dropped that second time in the Wilder fight,
The one where his body kind of... Which one? Which
the
Wilder
second
fight?
knockdown, or the third
The
fight.
third... Oh, yeah, the second knockdown. Where he had that look on his face like, I don't want to get up anymore.
I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
I don't think that was him thinking, I'm going to quit. I think that was him thinking, I don't want to go into the trenches again.
Yeah.
I want to keep fighting,
Yeah.
but I don't want to go into the trenches.
Agreed.
And I guess against White, he knew he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Against Chisora, he definitely knew he wouldn't. But I guess against Usyk, he's thinking, I will have to.
Yeah, there's trenches.
And do I want to do that? Do I want to go through that again? Because against Wilder, that look, I don't care what people say, he had that look in his eye.
Sorry,
Of,
it wasn't.
do I want
I don't
this?
think he was hurt from that second. It was hurt
No, he
from the
wasn't.
first knockdown.
He was hurt from the first one.
First
They were-
knockdown where his body kind of.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That killed. That literally took everything.
Oh, yeah.
The second knockdown was almost like, oh God. All right, let's do this
Yeah.
again then. Like, I'm gonna have to do this again. And you're right. That's why he's taking two easier fights. Mm-hmm. And look, I get that. I mean, you've had the Wilder fight. I give you an easy fight. You can have a
fair
gimme.
enough.
I'm never one of those people that say every fight back to back to back needs to be like that, because even in the history of boxing, no one does that. Everyone has a little gimme in between. But I honestly, I'm with you. I don't think he wants that smoke. And look, there's been talks about retirement now, and people saying Joe Joyce. I don't know if he would want that at this stage.
Joe Joyce is still a tough fight. I know Joe Joyce is a strange one because he doesn't look like he should be as good as he is. And he is. That's the thing about him. You know, I remember my friends when he fought Dubois, they were like, this guy's terrible. I was like, he'll win this fight, wait and you see.
Yeah, he's terrible, but he has this style that just wears you down.
He's a juggernaut. There's no other word. That's the perfect nickname.
You know, the thing that upsets me, and we'll end on this actually, with Fury is, you know, like he gets his fans. Like he's got some fanatical fans that will say things like, Fury's the greatest heavyweight of all time, and they'll try and compare him to Ali, your Foremans, your Frasers, Larry Holmes, Evander Holyfields. I'm like, calm down. But then there's a body of work that he can do in this era where he can be never Ali, never that. Don't get me wrong. But there's a body of work where you can be up there with some of them. Because you've got your Frank Sanchez's, you've got your Joe Joyce, your Hrgovic, your Ruiz, your Usyk, your AJ. He beats those guys, and he can beat them, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Then he's right up there.
The body of work that he could do, that's why it's so frustrating seeing him pick this fight, because he's never going to be a Larry Holmes, a Muhammad Ali, anything like that. But he beats those guys that you just named. Top 10.
Yeah.
Definitely top 10. 100%. Yes. And I think he does as well.
Yeah, definitely top 10. And then there's the top 5 discussion. Because I always say, if you're the best of your generation, which he clearly is.
It's a strong generation.
And the strong generation, not like a Vladimir Klitschko generation, by the way, a strong generation, then you have to be in the conversation.
Exactly.
And that's my disappointment. Very quick one. Does it ever happen between these two?
I'm the eternal optimist, yes.
Okay, you are eternal. I'm the pessimist, by the way, out of us. Guys, as always, thank you so much to G-Man for popping down. His link to his channel is in my description. Please subscribe to his channel. Great content. As you know G-Man anyway. You know it's great content. It's videos every single day. And if you're new to my channel, which, why would you be new here? But if you are, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one.